Great afternoon. I have something new to report on. Um, the whole government of Japan just resigned. Yes, all the cabinet members at one time are gone. Now, what's going on is Shinzo Abe, remember, was assassinated this last month. Now, the reason that he was assassinated, the guy that killed him said because he belonged to this Unification Church. Now, if you remember, the Unification Church was run by Sun Myung Moon. Okay, um, yeah, South Korea, and they looked at him like a prophet and everything. And now during the 70s, when this was kind of really going on, they would love bomb people. You know, if you're not up in my age, you maybe you don't know this, but they were called Moonies, Moonies, and the Moonies would try to love bomb you and take you in there. Now they would have mass weddings where hundreds of people were getting married at the same time in these huge to-dos. Okay, so Shinzo Abe was assassinated because of his ties with the Unification Church. And the new Japan Prime Minister coming in, Fumio Kishida, also is in the Unification Church, as are many of the cabinet members he's bringing in. So he's already being looked at askance because of his ties with the Unification Church. Okay. So I wanted to do a reading and see what we've got going on there. So the first card out is, he's got high ideals for what he wants to do. This is about rapid movement, communication, okay? He's trying to distance himself, but people have already found out that he and many of the cabinet members were Moonies, okay? They're Moonies. Now, I had already pulled the cards and done the reading, but had something a little wrong, so I wanted to put this out there, so let me pull the cards the way they were again. And yeah, I think that's it. We're missing a card. Which card am I missing there? Okay. Well, going into it at the center of everything, I'm trying to remember what the card is under this, is a lot of flights of fancy. Okay, he's got some ideas and ideals, but some of them are not really grounded. Not a surprise with being in the Unification Church, being a Moonie. Okay, I'm not surprised that they've got some a little kind of craziness going on there. So I'm trying to think, what was the other card that was under this? Has to be this one. That he wants to move forward in a substantial way. Okay. Going into it, he's got long-term aspirations for things. We've got the wish-fulfilling card, the happy merchant. Lord only knows what he's going to be trying to sell the people. But he wants to take strong action, as government. And again, we have the ones that are Moonies. Oh, I remember what was under it. The foundation is this. The foundation, he's got a lot of the aspirations and they're all, he's coming into it with a lot of emotion and things, but it doesn't seem like he's really grounded. Okay, not really grounded. So underneath of it all, we had, wanting to charge forward, trying to hold on to some things, wanting to, we've got the Mooney family in there, okay? Not happy with some of the things he's seeing. Again, wants to have this closeness and sharing, because they're got people that are kind of out in the cold. So he's, the Moonies to the Unification Church, they say they're all about fighting communism. So he says that he's in alignment with more of the liberals and democratic things, and is definitely against communist. Okay, so that's what he's saying, but again, it's kind of an odd situation when you have the whole government resigning at the same time. And the person that was just assassinated belonged to that church. Now, the people of Japan, they don't want to have a government funeral for Shinzo Abe since they found out he belonged to the Unification Church. All of a sudden, that stuff has turned. So we're going to have to see what happens with that, and this new government coming in. But this guy's ratings have already dropped. When the people in Japan found out he is in the Unification Church and he's bringing a number of members that belong to that into the cabinet, the new cabinet in Japan, they are not happy about it. So I'm going to put some links in here about, what's going on with there, and I'll see what I can find about the Moonies, love bombing and dragging them in. But again, they saw Reverend Sun Myung Moon as some sort of prophet, elevated, and some of the things were just, left a lot to be desired. We'll just put it that way. So I feel like this guy's got a good heart. He's got, good intentions, but, he's got some things that are really not grounded, a lot of crazy ideas floating around up there. So we'll have to see how this turns out. But this is the start of some new, Lord only knows what all is going on with the world now. It's just craziness. We've got craziness here. Now Japan has got craziness there as well. So let's see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.